Hello, good day everybody. I'm ANDREA CALO and together with me is my partner
Cabucos.
and we are going to present our safety and health manual.
So our chosen company is Topserve Service Solution Corporation.
It is located in door number 3, Motormate Building, Alo Poblacion, Zone 5, El Salvador City, Misamis Oriental.
Topserve Solution Corporation is a duly registered contractor. It is specialized in sourcing, screening, HR management, and qualified personnel to suit the client's services requirements.
It is also a licensed contractor for contracted services, specialized in warehousing, logistics, operations, aviation, ground and handling, management support, and janitorial services.
So let us now proceed to our safety and health responsibilities.
So, under the Bosch law, employers have a responsibility to provide a safe. This is a short summary of key employer responsibilities. They provide a workplace free from serious recognized hazards and comply with standards, rules, and regulations issued under the Bosch. Kent and I will tackle more about safety and health responsibilities.
So this is the safety community organizational chart. So we base it on our chosen company current situation. So they have the highest rank, which is the manager. And the manager is responsible to ensure that the plant or store with wide safety committee is formed and is carrying out its responsibilities as described in this program.
Next to the manager is the supervisor. The supervisor is responsible in the daily walk around and safety check of the work area. Promptly correct any hazard you find and observe the employees and supervise them while working. They also correct any unsafe behavior and provide training to take corrective actions as necessary and document employees' evaluations.
So next is the safety officers. So they have 4 safety officers in the Topserve. So in Topserve, the safety officer 3 has the highest rank, and the next is safety officer 1, 2, and 4. Wanna know why, Andrea?
Why can't?
Well, we'll tackle more about it in the next slide.
Okay, and the last one is the employees. They are responsible to follow rules and regulations prescribed in the program that Bosch has safety standards and trainings received.
So now we're going to talk about the safety officer hierarchy. So the safety officer, there are 4 safety officer in Topserve. So the safety officer 3 is the high in the high is the has the highest rank. So the safety officer 3 may supervise the subordinate staff and is responsible to the workplace safety and health operation in a specified region. May be required to participate in the budget preparation and control process. In safety officer 2, responsible for the establishment of and monitors the performance of workplace and health committees and participating in the delivery of related educational programs and disseminates information to the public. It also assists the training and or supervision of the new inspectors and performs prescribed industrial hygiene surveys using technical equipment, evaluates results, and takes appreciate actions to ensure compliance. So Safety Officer 1 is assist in investigating accidents or injury that occur in the workplace, assist in establishment of workplace safety and health committees, assist in the delivery of related educational program and disseminates information to the public, assist in carrying out industrial hygiene survey, and lastly assist in preparation of various reports, documents, and forms. And for the safety officer 4, responsible for administrative functions such as budget preparation and control preparation of various reports and documents, and may be required to prepare staff training, and lastly may be required to carry out the duties and responsibilities of the safety health officer 2 and 3.
So the next is record keeping and review. Employees are required to report any injuries or work-related illness to their immediate safety officers, regardless of how serious it is. Minor injuries such as cuts and scrapes can be entered on the first aid and only log posted. The employees must also use an employee's injury illness form to report more about the serious injuries. So provided is presented is there's a picture there of employees sample of employees report of injury form by Topserve.
Effective controls protect workers from workplace hazards. Help avoid injuries, illnesses, and incidents to minimize or eliminate safety and health risks and help employers provide workers with safe and healthful working conditions. This is related to hazard prevention and control, which my partner will talk about.
So the hazard prevention and control of Topserve. Hazard is when there is a work with bench grinders in machine shop. So the required PPE is eye protection, full face shield with safety glasses under the shield. So the work rules is to check that there is a gap between the tool rest and the wheel of no more than 1/8 inch. Check that the upper wheel or the tongue guard has a gap of no more than 1/4 inch. Check that the wheel edge is not excessively grooved and dress the wheel if necessary. Do not grind on the face of the wheel. Next is working with ladders in all locations. You must prepare the PPE that has full body harness when working at greater than 25 feet and both hands must be used to do the job because you cannot like use only one hand while climbing the ladder because it's dangerous. Also, always keep both feet on the ladder rungs except while climbing. Do not step sideways from the unsecured ladder onto another object. If you use a ladder, do not I, if you use a ladder to get a roof or platform, the ladder must extend at least 3 inches above the landing and be secured at the top and bottom. Do not lean and step on the ladder against a wall and use it as a single ladder. Always unfold the ladder and work the work and always unfold the ladder and lock the spreaders. And also, do not stand on the top to step up the ladder. Next is working. I, next is lifting tasks in all locations. Required is if it's really heavy, you really need gloves in case there are sharp objects or surfaces. You must also need steel toe shoes in production and shipping areas to be supplied by the employees, of course. Must be in good condition because if you don't have a steel toe, there's a possibility that your feet will will be dropped by the object and which will cause injury. You must also avoid bending your back backwards to lift or place items above your shoulder. Do not lift while in awkward position. Use a mechanical device such as forklift, hoist, and hand track to elevatable table whenever possible to do the lift or to bring the load up between the knees and waist before you lift. Back injury claims that they are painful for worker and expensive for company. So lift safely, guys. Next will be biological hazards.
So our next hazard will be biological hazards. So it so we also focused in the about the coronavirus outbreak. So this is full coverage for all viruses. So do's and don'ts in occupational safety and health protection of health workers from acute respiratory disease during respiratory disease outbreak. So we get this with the help of the World Health Organization and the OH. So do's and don'ts. Shaking hands in the other social contacts during mobilization activities and interviews should be avoided. PPE such as an impermeable gown, face mask, eye protection, and examination gloves, boots, and hand hygiene products should be available for use. Distance of more than 1 meter, about 3 feet, should be maintained between the responder and the interviewee, even if the person does not appear to be sick. Any physical contact with the interviewee and with the environment is to be avoided. When the precautions are adopted in interviewing asymptomatic individuals, PPE is not required. Hand hygiene is to be carried out after any contact with a suspected case. Next slide is so so every visitor or every employee should should comply with with the with that health declaration form. So employees should should fill up this form, and the visitor should fill up this another form for visitor only, for visitor contact tracing form. Next slide please. So guidelines for specific workplace scenarios. So working in the office based on the latest DOH issuance. The workplace is highly encouraged to adopt alternative work arrangement. However, when reporting physical to work could not be avoided, the following must be observed. Stay in your own workstation whenever possible. Limit movements between building and offices. Optimize work areas to allow physical distancing at least 1 meter between tables, cubicles, chair, and etc. So B. Alternative work arrangement. So employers shall determine the optimal number of employees that could report at any given time without compromising that required physical distancing. They shall adopt option that will allow them to comply with this requirement. They may implement modified work structures and schedules to avoid crowding in their workplace. The number of employees who will physically report to work shall be identified to ensure physical distancing. The following option may be adopted. 4 to 10 cycle routine. The number of employees as identified to ensure physical distancing shall physically report to work for 4 days, followed by 10 days of work from home. Employees shall be split in 2 groups alternating weeks. 3-day schedule. Employees shall physically work about 3 days a week. It can be Monday to Wednesday and Thursday to Saturday. Schedule or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday scheme. So working from home. The work from home WFH arrangement or a remote working environment is one of the alternative work arrangement adopted to ensure sustained office operation. A functional work from home arrangement shall have the following. A workplace group using various platforms, group chats, emails, and other social media forms. Reliable internet at home with corresponding computer, gadgets, tools. Clearly specified measurable deliverables of each staff team. Members discuss with supervisors. And lastly, knowledge on ergonomics and the proper way of working from home.
So next is emergency planning. So in case of injury, you must find the first aid kit immediately, and it is located in every room of the building in Topserve office. So also there is an emergency vehicle if the injury is really serious, and you must report it to the safety officer or any 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 responsible person in the area. So next is in case of fire. In case you discover fire, do not panic. If it's only a little, grab the nearest fire extinguisher and do the pull. The the pull is how you the what I meant was you grab the fire extinguisher and and kill the fire. So and tell and also immediately tell the safety officer about it. And next is in case of earthquake. In case of earthquake, you do the drop, cover, and hold, and when the shaking stops, immediately immediately prepare for the aftershocks, and once it's over, you evacuate immediately in the nearest evacuation center, and your safety officer will will contact you. So if you are outside, stand away from the trees or the post, and if you are on the road, drive away from underpass or overpasses, and stop in a safety area. And that is all. Next is
So employee acknowledgement form. So in our last page of our safety and health manual, we have this acknowledge form. So after the employee reading the safety and health manual, the employee should sign the acknowledgement form with the printed name and date where where the employee read it, so that the management should know that the employee is aware to all his responsibilities about safety and health of the company.
So, wow, that's it. We finally made it to the end. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Again, this is Andrea,
And this is and
reminding everyone that
safety
safety
is
is
a
a team
team
effort.
effort.
Let
Let
us
us all
all
work
work
together
together
to
to
keep
keep
this
this
a
a
safe
safe
and
and
healthy
healthy
workplace.
workplace.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you for listening.